cake. When Italians bake at home, they always favor simple and lightly flavored cakes. And when I was young, hardly a Sunday went by without my mum making us this delicate slice of la dolce vita. So first things, we crack 3 eggs. 3. And I'd better grab some sugar from the pantry. And we're going to need about 10 tablespoons of sugar. And I know that when you say 10 tablespoons of sugar, it sounds like it's so much sugar. But this is a fairly large loaf cake. It will feed a lot of people. And look, sweetness is always a matter of preference. If you like it sweeter, just add 1 or 2 more. And if you like it less sweet, just add 8, 10. And there is no fancy equipment either, just a hand whisk and just whip it. You want this to become pale and fluffy. See how beautiful this looks? Now we're going to add 5 tablespoons of Greek yogurt. This is unsweetened. And what yogurt does when you add it into a cake batter, it makes it really light and fluffy. Extra virgin olive oil. This is a lightly scented one because I don't want the flavor of the olive oil to be overpowering. And that's about 5 tablespoons. And whisk it. Now I'm going to add the flour. This quantity is going to sound a bit hilarious because it's 17 tablespoons. So don't get distracted when you add this in. When it comes to flour, use your instinct. I want this batter thick enough so that the berries don't sink to the bottom. Yeah, that's looking good. Now I'm going to add 1.5 tablespoons of baking powder. And mix that in. With the baking powder mixed through, the zest of half a lemon will perfume this cake beautifully. Now I'm going to go all fancy and split a vanilla bean and scrape the seeds. You can use vanilla paste, vanilla essence. As for the vanilla, just split the bean down its center and scrape out the seeds. Wow. You know what I'm going to do with this vanilla bean? I'm just going to pop it into the sugar. Ta-da! Vanilla sugar. You can just whip this up in a moment. Really, this is looking really, really lovely. Blackberries. Look at those. I mean, aren't these just sensational? Oh, well, one has already decided it's going to take a swim into the batter. So I'm just going to put some more in and fold them through. Believe it or not, this is our cake batter done. I'm just going to pour it into this loaf tin. I've lined it with baking paper because I find that then it's just super easy to get this out and serve it. So into the tin it goes. I'm going to show you a little trick that I use to make sure that the paper sticks to the side of the tin. I'm just going to dip my finger in a little bit of the batter and use it as my glue. And then it's just a little bit neater, not that I am particularly neat. And now you could put it in the oven as it is, but I am going to top it with a few more blackberries. And I'm going to top it with almond flakes because once the cake bakes in the oven, they go crunchy. And the combination of the soft crumb of the cake and the crunch on top is divine. Perfect. I can't wait. And now it needs to cool for about an hour.